have a ridiculous amount of weight on my back at this stage, because we've got a tent, ground sheet, food, kind of the barest minimums, but it's a lot of weight that you won't really want to be carrying up a mountain. Obviously water is a concern, it's a hot day. It's about early 20s, there's not a cloud in the sky. Been up here once before, didn't make the top, just didn't leave enough daylight time, but we've got loads of time now. It's around 1 PM. It's a normally 2.5 to 3 hour hike, but with this extra weight, stopping and resting and the heat, maybe could be 4.5 hours. And then we're going to camp somewhere up there overnight, hopefully get a spectacular sunset. And come down tomorrow. So that's it. I've got Jude there, cameraman behind me. You won't see the mountain for a very long time on this hike. You don't see An-Che-Lac for quite a while. But if we get up there by 6 o'clock, I'll be happy. All right, save the battery, let's go. Okay, about half a mile into the hike so far. 20 minutes, but it's quite a rocky, hilly start. So you've got to get through that first. But as you can see, after 20 minutes, we've already climbed a fair height from the farm just down there where we parked up. So what's also not helping is we're both carrying a lot of weight and the weather is very warm. Yeah, poor Jude, he's not used to this sort of thing. But these tough moments right now, there'll be his memories in years to come. Oh, do you remember that mountain we climbed up? Oh, it was so hard. But then he'll get the reward when we get to the top, when he gets to see the full glory of An-Che-Lac and his exposed ridges. And we've got a drone, so we should hopefully get some amazing drone footage. There's a lone helicopter there in the distance. Hello, we've reached one of my favourite parts of this hike, the waterfall, and we've been walking about an hour and 20 minutes to reach this point. It's been quite slow, it's quite elevated, the start of the hike. It's quite brutal actually. There's several ways you can go. You can go across kind of the craggy ground, or you can stick to the rocks. I don't think there's any real easy way. The start of this hike is not that easy, but when you get to this point, and then you get the waterfall. On a hot day like this, it certainly makes you really appreciate where you are and gives you a real boost. So we've just stopped here for about half an hour, just get some energy, have a few sweets, fly the drone. We've been doing that, got some lovely shots from the drone. We've had a dip, it's about 4 foot in now, really lovely, really cooled us down. It's starting to burn up there in the sun. I totally forgot to bring suntan lotion today, so nice just to get out of the sun, you know, at the start of this hike. And we're going to continue in that direction, just up there. Once we can see An-Che-Lac, going to camp up there for the night. Going to hit a cracking sunset by the look of it. So we've been walking for about an hour and 20 minutes so far. It's 1.7 miles, but start of the hike, quite brutal. His lordship there, not happy at the best of times, but I think he's fine now. A few sweets does wonders, a few Haribos does you wonders. But yeah, we've had a nice little rest, so we're going to be cracking on soon. And it's 3:25, so I think we're certainly going to be camp ready by about 6. Jude's load. I just had to fill this water bottle up because that's the last water now that we're going to have before we carry on and reach the top and camp. So that and that is all the water we've got, so we need to make it last. We've done 2.93 miles, so I guess that's about 3.1. Taking into account when I wasn't recording. And when I did this last year, I was a bit silly and scrambled up the side there, thinking that the first cairn was up there, and it isn't. So I'm not making that mistake. We found the proper footpath, which I'm walking it up now, thinking what an idiot I was last year. But you live and learn, don't you? But I'm carrying everything at the moment, so that's making it really hard, but it's made me realise how fit I am. Just behind Jude there, there's a little cairn that someone's made, and I think that's when it starts to get flat, and that's where I was planning on camping. You get a nice view towards the north and out to sea, out to the Atlantic. So we should get an absolutely unbelievable sunset tonight. And now we're at this height, you can see all the little locks on higher ground. We're a stone's throw from the cairn, but we're going to pitch the tent here for the night. Just there behind me, it's guaranteed death, so I'm going to walk this way. The first peak is just up there. As long as I claim that Munro there, I'll be happy, because that's the one I went up last June and failed to get. But still got 3 hours till sunset, so plenty of time now to pitch the tent. We've located our position here. So that's looking towards the north, just there. That's Dundonald. I don't know if you can see little houses down there. They're approximately think about 5 miles away. That's where we started out. Untitled would be kind of where that mountain is over there. Untitled is the next kind of bay along. I think we've got enough water. We ran out the water supply on the mountain. I mean, obviously you can't carry that much water up because it's so heavy. I managed to fill up and get about 5 litres, I'd say. So we're going to use that, boil that so it's safe. Use that for tea and that. Get the barbecue going and make ourselves all cosy for the night. Hello, I couldn't help but film this and post it. So tonight I'm just stone's throw from the summit of An-Che-Lac. It's the mountain just behind. There's the peak, you might be able to see it. Tried to get out that last year, failed, and didn't leave myself enough time in the day. So we have a little camping experience tonight on the mountain, and going to go up there and bag that Munro in the morning. But sunset now, and it's quite incredible how still it is up here. We're so high. Just check out the scenery behind me. This is what it's all about. This is what Scotland's all about. How beautiful is that? There is not a sound up here. It's quite unbelievable how calm it is. Considering this is the west coast of Scotland. Could be heaven, or it could be hell. But this is something else. What are you smiling at? Look at him toast his marshmallows. Just had a barbecue. I managed to burn most of that, but we still ate it because we were starving. Coffee. Had a huge rucksack to carry up here. Ended up with Jude, and then ended up with about 5 litres of water that we got from the last point where there was water, which is down in that direction somewhere, probably about an hour's walk away. It's quite dry, it's very dry up here, which should be expected in July. I'm just never going to forget the sound of nothingness. It's quite incredible. Got a 4G up here as well. So first thing in the morning, we're going up there to bag that. We'll have a look at the second one, but I'm not holding out any hopes of bagging that one because I'm a bit of a scaredy cat when it comes to heights. And then we'll come back, pack up, head back down. Been a memorable trip. Won't forget this in a hurry. Welcome to day 2 of our hike to reach the summit of An-Che-Lac, which is just there in front of me. And we decided to hike and camp at the end of day 1 because I had a lot of equipment to bring up here. The tent, cooking equipment, the food, sleeping bag, inflatable ground sheet. And I ended up carrying all of that because Jude was struggling. So it was a long hike of about 5 hours. Carrying everything, so decided to pitch up overnight, finish it off today. And as you can see, it's now 6:30 in the morning. The Scottish haar, it's the sea fog, has come in overnight and covered the local area. So a totally different perspective from last night's sunset, but you could see it coming in last night, and it's still beautifully silent here today. Not a sound, absolutely no wind. And there are 2 peaks on An-Che-Lac. The first one, you may be able to see it, glistening in the early morning sunlight. And you can see the pathway up, it's very clear. And I'm guessing that's going to take about half an hour to reach that. So we'll leave the tent here, bag that Munro and come back and then pack up and go down. Time to go and put the kettle on. A cup of coffee and go and bag the Munro. Jude, you're gonna wake up now. Wake up. Come and look at all the fog that's coming. Just have a look at all the fog that's coming over there, look. All the way we walked up yesterday, can't even see it. Called haar, H-A-A-R, Scottish haar, also known as sea fog. I don't know about you, but I hardly slept at all last night. It was really difficult. It was really difficult. Definitely need something underneath that's better than that inflatable mattress. Didn't quite do it. I don't even think two of those would have done it either. Yesterday there was someone had to be rescued by helicopter who was in one of the parties ahead of us. I think it was a group of 12. So wish him a speedy recovery. Heard he was alright. And that was just down to pure heat exhaustion. I think they'd already bagged this first Munro and they were on their way to the second one across the ridge. And that's when it happened. Unfortunately, I understand there was someone here on the mountain from Mountain Rescue. So they organised a chopper to come in and save him, take him off. What does the cairn tell us? And we're going the right way, correct. Ah, look at the little tent over there now. It's so small, doesn't it? So small in the enormity of where we are. Wow, look at this. Look at this. For someone who doesn't like heights, I'm so happy I can do things like this. But we won't be going over there. I can see a path, Jude, and I might do it another time, night when you're not with me, but a lot of people, after they bag the second one, they scramble along that ridge. But you've got to have some balls of steel to do that.
We've done it in 29 minutes, 45 seconds.
29 minutes. Wow, just look at this. There's a little tent. You've really got to watch your step, haven't you? Especially over this side. I can't get over the enormity of this. I can't believe how many more. You can see absolutely everything, can't you? You can see every mountain. Just look how much there is. You just don't realise. You just don't realise when you're down there weaving your way through the roads what's actually out there. You know there's mountains, but here you can see everything. An-Che-Lac! Some goats there. It's easier to come up because you just get a bit of grip, don't you? Sort of like coming up and going down, it's easier to slip. So just take care, Jude. Let's pack up and get down. So the haar looks like it's creeping up a bit higher. We're definitely going to encounter that on the way back to the car at Dundonald. And as you can see, we're packed up, ready to go. We've left the local mountain animals some cuisine in the shape of 3 hardened wholemeal rolls and 3.5 very burnt sausages. If you're thinking of coming up here, of course, in any mountain in the world, camping, and you've got litter, don't forget to bag it up and take it back down with you, as we've done there. But the benefit of that is it's extremely light, unlike on the way out when it was full of weight, full of food. that's it, we're back now. Excuse the I haven't had much sleep look, I haven't. We got back in 2 hours and 13 minutes, which was pretty good. Obviously a lot lighter, like 15 litres of water lighter, and obviously the food that we took up there. But yeah, Jude carried his own bag down. He's now happy to be sitting in the car and going back to civilization and probably getting on his Xbox. But yeah, stunning experience. The night up there, and then bagging that peak at An-Che-Lac and seeing across the bridge, and just the sheer awesomeness of the land and the height that you see it at there. Absolutely awesome. Superb sunset last night. We saw the Haar this morning. Clear, everything. We had an absolutely, it was perfect. A perfect adventure. I'll be doing more of these Scottish adventures on Instagram, Luke_drone guy. I'll be back soon. Thanks for watching.